My name is Yusuke Uchiyama. I'm introverted and really bad at talking to women I meet for the first time. I'm 29 years old, and I just joined an event company called LK Creative. Our company, which has a global presence, appointed a CEO for the Japan branch a few years ago. There are whispers that we are going through a rebirth, with transformations and growth accelerating. Where's the manager? I want to show him this proposal. Oh. Looking around the office, I find the manager talking happily with female employees from a little distance. There are so many female employees again. Chamon Arai, the section chief, is known to be very kind and mild-mannered. I've heard he has many achievements. He's good at his job, mild, and kind. He's surrounded by women wherever he goes. I'm sorry, manager. Could you take a look at this proposal? Huh? Sure. Let me see. As soon as he takes the proposal from me, the manager starts reviewing it. Can he really check it that quickly? This phrasing is not good. Go revise it. Phrasing? Sorry, which part? I'm busy right now. Sorry, but please review it properly yourself. Where do I have to fix? The other employees sympathize with me, seeing that the manager immediately rejected my proposal. Apparently, the manager is strict with men, and some male employees call him Ichamon Arai, or Niggly Arai behind his back. But I have to fix this somehow. The other seniors seem busy as well. I have to figure this out on my own, so I head back to my desk. You're really good with words! Is he really that busy? The manager's voice praising the female employees echoes through the office. It's not necessarily bad, but it still bothers me. I joined this company hoping for something ideal, but the gap between my expectations and reality is making me sigh deeply.
Uchiyama-san, if you like, I can help you.
The one who came over is Kureha Kamiya, a 23-year-old new hire and my junior, who's also my peer. It's okay, Kureha-san. You must have work to do, right?
Yes, but you'll be working overtime, right?
Yeah, I guess so. When she realizes I'll be working overtime, Kureha's expression brightens and she gets closer.
Actually, today the manager invited me out for drinks. The manager is sneaky, right? He asked about my evening plans first, then invited me after. Isn't that unfair? It's sneaky, right?
I see. That must be the manager's usual trick. It's hard to refuse when you're his subordinate.
So please think of it as helping me. Let me help with your overtime.
Well, okay. I guess I'll accept your help. After work that day, Kureha and I stayed at the office, glaring at the proposal.
He mentioned the phrasing, but the content should be fine, right?
I don't know. I don't even understand which phrasing he meant. I went back a few times to ask, but he just kept saying he was busy.
Jeez, what does busy even mean? He's just flirting with the women.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks that, as Kureha puffed her cheeks and looked annoyed. Then, when I groaned, stuck in a deadlock, Kureha stood up and walked off somewhere. When she came back, she was holding 2 mugs, smiling at me.
Please, have some. It's my favorite hot milk tea. I often drink this during breaks. Today I'm sharing with you, Uchiyama-san, since you're working overtime. Breaks are important, right? You always seem like you're working so hard, Uchiyama-san.
I felt a little embarrassed, realizing she saw me that way.
So sweet, so good. Come on, Uchiyama-san, drink it. Oh, I forgot. Cheers!
Cheers! Ouch!
Sorry. I'm not used to chewing with hot drinks. I didn't gauge the force.
I don't usually put sugar in, but since she gave it to me... It's a little too sweet for me, but somehow, my tense heart is starting to loosen up.
Uchiyama-san, you make such a soft expression.
Huh? Do I? I didn't notice.
I've thought you were nervous ever since the day you joined. But with a manager like that, I thought it wouldn't be good if I spoke to other male employees.
Whoa, you're paying more attention to your surroundings than I thought. Thank you for worrying about me. Actually, I don't drink milk tea much, but it was really good. Thanks, Kureha-san.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry for not knowing. But I'm glad you liked it. Let's drink milk tea together again sometime.
Kureha's cheerful laugh made me smile along with her. At that moment, with a gentle smile, Chamon Arai walks in. Oh, you two, still working overtime? Chief, thanks for your hard work. Thanks. Well, Uchiyama-kun, I'm sorry about earlier. I was busy, so I couldn't give you proper guidance. No, I'm sorry for bothering you when you were so busy. Chamon Arai, with a gentle smile, says this, probably because Kureha is there. It's okay, you don't need to work overtime. Tomorrow, I'll personally give you guidance. Kureha-san, the streets can be dangerous at night, so I'll have Uchiyama-kun and I walk you home. Let's go now. Thank you. We follow Chamon Arai's suggestion, tidying up and leaving the office. We walk in an awkward atmosphere, and as we approach Kureha's home, are you sure it's okay here? I can take you all the way home.
No, this is enough. Thank you, Chief Uchiyama-san.
Thanks for helping, Kureha-san. When I say my thanks, Kureha smiles and waves at me. Then, she politely bows to Chamon Arai and leaves. Heh, you can make it home by yourself, right? I'll stay here. Suddenly, Chamon Arai returns to his usual self. He's an easy person to read. Yes, manager. I look forward to your guidance tomorrow. Ah, I forgot. Tomorrow there's an important meeting. I'll be busy. Make sure to handle the proposal well. I'll see you tomorrow. I watch as the manager walks away, standing frozen. Once his back disappears, I snap. What the heck? Now I understand. The manager probably didn't like the fact that I was staying late with Kureha-san alone. Maybe it's fine to drink a little. Welcome. I entered a bar I found nearby and let out a sigh, feeling relieved by the calm atmosphere. I ordered a drink from the bartender, and as I looked around... Huh? Oh, you are... CEO Sumeragi? The man, enjoying a drink alone, was none other than Kaito Sumeragi, the CEO of our company. 2 years ago, he was selected as CEO by a majority vote in the board meeting. He's a highly capable person who became CEO at the young age of 40. By the way, appointing a CEO separate from the president is a first for our Japan branch. I never expected to run into him in a place like this. CEO Sumeragi, congratulations on becoming CEO! Thanks to today's event, our company seems to have landed a great deal. Really, thank you so much! Back in my previous job, I saw the CEO, who was approached by many people at the event. Our company owes everything to all of you. I look forward to working with you in the future. Whoa, what a humble and cool person. So this is the first CEO of LK Creative. Feeling overwhelmed by CEO Sumeragi's presence, I began to consider changing jobs. You're Uchiyama, in your first year, right? Yes. How do you know my name? I try to remember all the employees' names as much as I can. I have a good memory. It's fate that we met here. Come, let's have a drink together. I then spoke with CEO Sumeragi about work and other casual topics. With the alcohol kicking in, I might have ended up sharing embarrassing things too. But CEO Sumeragi didn't make a face and just listened to my stories. I'm happy to have employees like you with such ambition. I hope you'll bring a fresh wind to our company with your strength. Yes, thank you. Oh, and by the way, I have something I want to give you soon. I'll adjust my schedule and come to see you as soon as possible. I was happy, feeling that I would get to see the busy CEO Sumeragi again. A few days later, as the deadline for the proposal submission neared, I finally got it together. Kureha-san, thank you for always checking up on me.
No, I just helped a little, as expected of Uchiyama-san.
In the end, the manager never gave me any guidance, and I had to fix the proposal on my own. I reviewed it from scratch, and I think it turned out pretty well. This is my proposal. A few days later, in the company's planning meeting, I presented the proposal. Chamon Arai, the manager, and everyone in the planning department were there. The manager read over the proposal again, thought for a moment, and then sighed softly. This is completely useless. The manager, looking exasperated, returns the proposal to me, and I widen my eyes. I could feel the slight discomfort from Kureha-san and the other employees. I would appreciate it if you could tell me exactly where the problem lies. Look, Uchiyama, it's important to think and solve things yourself. Thinking that you'll just be taught everything is something only students should expect. I've always grabbed results by doing it myself. And with that awareness as a professional, your proposal, you really have no sense. Do it over. Chamon Arai, with a smug look, says this, as if he's proud of himself. He briefly glances at the female employees, as if checking their reactions, but... Oh, isn't this something I made? With those words, CEO Sumeragi enters the meeting room, and the atmosphere shifts drastically with his unexpected appearance. CEO? Is it really you? Why are you here? Actually, I decided to make a visit to every department once a month. I want to know the company's situation firsthand, through my own eyes and ears. Oh, I see. I was listening outside the door as I heard a meeting going on. Chamon Arai, your view of Uchiyama's proposal, was it really that lacking in sense? The proposal that Uchiyama worked on, the perspectives and direction were things I considered. Wait, what do you mean? Why would the CEO do such a thing? Chamon Arai is completely thrown off guard by this unexpected turn of events, and it's the first time I've seen him so flustered. Actually, I ran into Uchiyama the other day outside. Since then, I've been keeping an eye on him. Yes, after I ran into CEO Sumeragi that night, despite his busy schedule, he made time to meet with me several times. Uchiyama-kun, I wanted to give you this. What is this? As you know, I was once an employee like you. Inside here are some of the proposals I've worked on. What? These are just some of them? Though they are proposals, they are mostly still just ideas that haven't taken shape. Uchiyama-kun, you should find inspiration from these and shape them into a proposal. When I have an idea, I write it down. It's a habit from when I was in the planning department. I think Uchiyama-kun has found the correct answer from all these hints. CEO Sumeragi says this calmly. Then, Chamon Arai, as usual, switches to his friendly, mild-mannered tone and begins to speak. I see. That's why the quality of this proposal was different from the usual Uchiyama-kun's. With the CEO's assistance, Uchiyama-kun, you really are fortunate. Mr. Arai, I see. You're really sly like a raccoon, aren't you? Raccoon? Your naturally gentle demeanor must have made it easy for you to navigate life. You're unfairly harsh on male employees who threaten your position, but you're gentle with your superiors and male employees. You haven't changed. Thinking you can be taught everything like that is something you should leave behind once you're out of school. Ah, how nostalgic. You said the same thing to me when I first joined. Arai becomes pale. Yes, Chamon Arai was actually Smeragi CEO's senior when he joined the company. But isn't it strange? I've always grabbed results like this. How many of the results where my proposal was taken as your own have been mixed in, I wonder. Chamon Arai, I believe those in higher positions should nurture and guide young talent, not crush them. When I was appointed CEO, I'm sure it made you freeze with fear. Stagnation, corruption, and unsuitable things. I intend to clear it all out. Smeragi CEO, who struggled through his rookie days just like me and the other employees, has certainly faced a thorny path leading to his position. I can't even imagine how difficult it must have been for him to get to this point. Uchiyama-kun, yes! The decision I entrusted to you seems to have been the right one. It was a good proposal. Ah, thank you. I received a lot of advice from the seniors and colleagues here as well. I see. I'm always watching employees like you. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Sumeragi's encouraging words make us feel emotional.
Wow, that was amazing. Even that raccoon manager was pale.
After work that day, I was invited by Kureha-san to grab a drink, and we left the office together. Just be careful not to slip up about calling him a raccoon in front of him.
Don't worry, I can handle it.
See me try not to laugh, Kureha-san smiles gently. Her brightness has supported me countless times. Kureha-san, could I talk to you for a moment? It was Chamon Arai, the manager, who called out to us. It seems like he followed us.
What is it?
It's not something to talk about here. It's important, so let's go have a meal together.
Just the two of us? I'm sorry, but I already have prior plans today.
Uchiyama-kun, eh? You should know which invitation to prioritize when comparing my offer with your prior one.
Yes. After weighing it, I'll be going to eat with Uchiyama-san.
Why? Even though I, the manager, has feelings for you? The manager was always kind to female employees, but with Kureha-san, it seemed special. That feeling wasn't from a superior to a subordinate, but from a man to a woman. Chamon Arai, you're married, aren't you? What? Damn, that's none of your business. Yes, it is. If you, a married man, are using your position to push for a relationship with her, I won't back down. It's clear that if I ignore this, Kureha-san's position will be in danger. So you don't want me to take her from you, huh? Yes, she's also a special woman to me. Tch!
Manager, I have no intention of becoming anything more than a superior and subordinate with you.
Why? After having dinner with me, think about it.
I can't. I only have dinners alone with men I hold special feelings for.
Couldn't you at least give me a chance? What's wrong with me?
The idea of expecting everything to be taught to you is something for students, isn't it, manager?
Grr. The words he had been spreading around now come back to haunt him as Kureha confronts him.
You! What are you doing with a young girl in a place like this?
You! How did you?
I'm coming back from work. I happened to pass by and didn't expect to see this disgrace here. You've been putting off my request for a divorce, yet you're out here chasing women.
That's not it! I'm just trying to bond with my subordinates!
You told me to wait for you to change your ways. I was a fool for showing you mercy. Am I just a placeholder until you find the next one? Don't mess with me. I'm not some woman you could just use until you get your next target.
That's not it! It was just a momentary lapse in judgment!
A momentary lapse in judgment is only acceptable when you're still a child who can't distinguish right from wrong, you raccoon!
Yeah! I'm sorry! Chamonarai's pitiful death scream echoes through the streets at night, but no one comes to his aid. We couldn't close our mouth as we watched Chamonarai desperately follow his wife.
I didn't know raccoons can perform shows.
Wait, Kureha-san, that's too funny. Afterward, the management of LK Creative, led by CEO Sumiragi, changed drastically. Additionally, Kureha-san and the female employees filed accusations of sexual harassment, and male employees in the planning department reported unfair treatment. Chamonarai was demoted and had his salary cut, eventually being sent to a so-called firing room. His resignation was just a matter of time. And with no sympathy from his wife, it escalated to divorce proceedings. Chamonarai, who was concerned with maintaining his male dignity, ended up facing the consequences. As for me, the proposal I presented in that meeting was approved, and today, the event is finally being held. Uchiyama-kun, it was a good proposal. Everyone in the planning department did a great job. Thank you! CEO Sumiragi, who thoroughly observes everything with his own eyes, is raising the quality of the company. His extensive experience across overseas branches and departments made him a true CEO. He remains the person I look up to and aspire to be.
Hey Uchiyama-san, you know this, but I only go to dinner alone with men I have special feelings for, right?
Yeah, I think you know, but I think you're a special woman to me. Since then, I've been having dinner with Kureha-san every night after work, and we've started dating. Now, I've completely become a fan of sweet milk tea. I want to cherish her, who always shows me her smile no matter what. If you try to use your position to control someone, you will eventually pay the price. I'll choose to live in a way that, when future generations lose their way, I can offer them a helping hand. Even if it's a thorny, pathless road, I have many people who serve as examples for me.
Hello, Brittany here. That was a very cute episode, and milk tea is fantabulous. Go try yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!